Time.
Sound? Sound now.
Sound. Yes, people. Something has to go wrong.
There we go.
People, welcome to the stream. We just said then, as you could, don't think you could lip read, but we
the Premier League's dead.
The Premier League is dead now, so we'll
never speak about it.
We don't want to talk about Premier League anymore.
No.
But on a real, it was sick. Honestly, so glad to win the Prem. There'll be more Premier League content throughout the week. We'll get guests on, speak to them. Obviously, if it's Sunday, think about it in that. Yesterday was sick for us. A few beers of that.
A few beers, more than a few.
Yeah, we finished the beers.
Mate, I think Geordie's mic is off.
How's that unplugged? Right, you can still hear me though. Right, carry on. We'll carry on. But yeah, the Euros content's already started. Just basically because he's announcing the 26 man. I don't
30
think
man or something.
Yeah,
he's announcing the training squad tomorrow.
The training squad tomorrow is getting announced, and then he'll pick the 26 man from that training squad. So unless any injuries happen, so we thought.
But pretty much once he picks the squad tomorrow of like however many for the training squad, you pretty much know that the 26 man squad's going to be made up of players within that camp. So we thought we'd just do a stream selecting our team and what we think should be happening and who we think should be going to the Euros.
Yeah, we can make
As Geordie said, if you didn't hear him, it's by no means like onto the Euros now, because that's still time away. We've still got so much celebrating to do around the 4 in a row. There will be more content throughout the week. Like, we're not even close to done talking about yesterday.
You think I'm not basking in that Premier League? Not a chance, mate. I'm going to rinse that for as much as possible.
Yeah.
And obviously we've got FA Cup.
Got the FA Cup. So there's lots of Manchester City content still to come. We are not yet in Euro mode, despite the fact that I'm in an England shirt and we're doing an England sort of stream. It's more just reactionary to the fact that Gareth Southgate is announcing his initial training squad tomorrow. We thought, let's get on, let's talk about who we think should be going to the Euros, have a discuss with you guys in the chat, if you're up for it, about, who should be going, who shouldn't be going.
What?
Who's unfortunate to miss out?
Yeah, it's good to see people's because people have different opinions on certain players, isn't it? And obviously, some people have got to miss out.
Yeah, people have got to miss out.
You've got to be harsh with it, which is
that's the way that it is.
Shit.
And obviously, annoyingly, what me and Geordie pick is not going to be what Southgate picks, because me and Geordie know better.
Yeah.
Funny thing is that sounds like a sarcastic comment. I don't even know if it's wrong. Like the man's gonna put Jordan Henderson in a squad.
Well, I was looking through the list.
Yeah.
I did mine about 2 minutes ago. My squad. I was looking through the list and genuinely going through it, thinking, "Am I going for what I want or what Southgate wants?" I was like, "No, I'm going for what I want."
Yeah, I've gone for what I want.
When we speak about it, we can definitely just go through it. Exhibit A, Henderson. He will go. Annoyingly, he'll probably the first name on his team sheet. He's one of Southgate's best mates. Of course he's going to go.
Yeah, it's
that's the annoying thing about the current manager that we've got.
It stinks.
Yeah, she says RGS, mate. Hope you're good. Hope you had a good day yesterday, bro. I would want Nick Pope as keeper number 1, but he's been injured all season. Yeah, that's the issue with Nick Pope.
Just
injury hit.
I've got like a list of pretty much every player that could reasonably go. So I'll read through that first, and then we can get into...
Yeah, we can get the bulk of the names, and then we can go... random there, can you make a third list, one that you think Southgate would make? Yeah, we can go through our list first, and then what we'll do is we'll go into... Like Ollie said there, we'll go through all the players that can go, we'll go through the players that we've picked, and then we'll go through what we think Southgate will actually take.
Mason Mount captain. Right. So... Goalkeepers: Aaron Ramsdale, James Trafford, Dean Henderson, Sam Johnston, Jordan Pickford, Nick Pope, Jack Butland at Rangers. It's quite a rogue one, but...
Do you remember he was at Stoke and everyone was like...
He's the next
gassing him, he's going to be the best.
Defenders, you've got Fikayo Tomori, Ben White, Lewis Dunk, Reece James, Ben Chilwell, Louis Colwill, Mark Gay, Jared Branthwaite, Joe Gomez, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kyle Walker, John Stones, Rico Lewis, Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, Kieran Trippier. Quite an extensive list of defenders, to be fair.
A lot of defenders, yeah.
Midfielders: Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Jordan Henderson, Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice, Ezri Konsa. Don't know why he's in there as a midfielder, really.
Konsa?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know his name in it.
Yeah. Eric Dyer, Cole Palmer, Raheem Sterling, Conor Gallagher, Eberici Eze, Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, Ross Barkley, Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, Kobbie Mainoo, Mason Mount, Anthony Gordon, Jude Bellingham, James Maddison, Calvin Phillips, James Ward-Prowse. A lot of midfielders. Attackers or strikers. Ollie Watkins, Harry Kane, Ivan Toney, Marcus Rashford, Callum Wilson, Jared Bowen.
Mm-hmm.
So those are like all the names that it could be.
Yeah.
And probably a few more. Like there's been late shouts for Adam Wharton.
Oh, yeah.
At Crystal Palace. Mate, he's Michael Johnson reincarnated. Don't know if you watched any Crystal Palace.
I can't remember. Was we in a stream talking about him? Or was we just speaking about him?
I think we spoke about him yesterday.
Yeah, I can't remember when we spoke about him, but we spoke about him.
Yeah, Solanke. Solanke's not even. I've not even.
Oh yeah, he's
Solanke.
Is he even up for selection or what? Like,
well, technically he is, isn't he?
I guess everyone technically is, aren't they? But yeah, I mean, Solanke's a shout, a very good shout. That wasn't on our list.
Yeah, that is on that. Yeah. Adam Wharton looks class. I think that he's a better player than Kobbie Mainoo, and I think Kobbie Mainoo got overhyped. But I do also think, and this is a conversation for when we get on to it, just checking my hair there, it was all sticky up. We really lack midfield depth. Like, is in just like centre mid, like is in box to box. You know, we're very blessed with attacking midfielders. Mm-hmm. Just like number 8's not easy. Rizzy Lizzy says, "Yo, just got my Holland kit with Ake on the back in the mail.
Love that.
Supporting Holland."
Yeah, Netherlands, isn't it? So this is like half.
Oh, half Dutch or something.
Half Dutch, half full Dutch actually, but just lives in Minnesota. Oh no, I could be chatting shit.
Anyway, right. Should we, without further ado, get into our squads?
Yeah, keepers.
So keepers, you've got again, and I'll name them. Aaron Ramsdale, James Trafford, Dean Henderson, Sam Johnson, Jordan Pickford, Nick Pope, Jack Butland. Mm-hmm. Which 3 have you gone with?
Ramsdale.
Yeah.
As much as Jordan Pickford does stress me out at times, gone with Jordan Pickford.
Yeah.
He has made some big saves. And Nick Pope, even though he has been injured this season, so...
If he is fit, though, like he's in fit enough to just go, mm-hmm. you take him.
Yeah.
Take him over, like, anyone else.
Yeah, any other keepers, I'm taking Nick Pope if he's fit.
As long as he's fit enough to touch grass. And sort of, I think the hope is that he's been injured all season to be fit for the Euros, or hopefully be fit for the Euros.
Yeah, so they're my 3 anyway.
Well, starters you mean to go on, same 3. Pickford, Ramsdale, Pope.
Yeah, I think that's... It's a bit solid. It's a pretty easy one, that, and it just because they're our 3 best keepers.
If Nick Pope's injured, who else would you take?
It'd probably be Dean Henderson or Sam Johnstone.
I'd go Sam Johnstone. I don't trust Dean Henderson. Don't know if it's because he's an ex-rag, but there's just something about him that I don't trust.
Yeah, I'd probably go with one of them too. I won't be taking Jack Butland.
And ex-Salop player, Dean Henderson. Shrewsbury.
Yeah.
Salop. Right.
Scott Carson, of course, RGS says.
Scott Carson, of course.
Obviously.
He's going up top.
He's a striker, mate.
Wait until we get to the strikers. Right. Defenders. Probably more of a conversation to have around this, and maybe a bit more of a split in opinion. Mm-hmm. So, you've got Fikayo Tomori, Ben White, Lewis Dunk, Reece James, Ben Chilwell, Louis Colwill, Mark Gay, Jared Branthwaite, Joe Gomez, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kyle Walker, John Stones, Rico Lewis, Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, Kieran Trippier. Mm-hmm. Who are you taking? How many are you taking? I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8. Ooh.
8 defenders each.
8 defenders each. Look at us. God, we're in sync. Wonder if they're going to be the exact same 8.
We're not even like coerced on this, or like coerced.
No.
Right, so, do you want me to go through mine?
Go on.
The City boys, I've got John Stones and Kyle Walker in there, definitely.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I didn't pick Rico Lewis. Probably should have when I look back at it. But
could have a chat about that in a second.
Yeah. Reece James, Ben Chilwell, Obviously, they both made of biscuits, though. Harry Maguire, I've selected.
Yeah.
And some people hate Harry Maguire, but I think he plays good in the England shirt.
Clacking. Clacking. He's clacking for England.
And I know he gets a lot of stick because he does shit for United at times, but I think in England top, I feel like he does well. Kieran Trippier has been a bit on the ropes recently for Newcastle, but there's something about the fact that he's got that experience that I think he'll go. So I think having Kieran Trippier in there is alright. You know what I mean, a bit of a backup right back, or maybe starting right back. Depends what Reece James' injuries are like. And then I've got Joe Gomez in there, and I have do I have one left. With who have I not said? Oh, Jared Branthwaite. I think it'd be good to take him. Don't think we will. But
so the big thing that I'm hearing there, no Trent Alexander-Arnold.
No Trent.
That's mental.
It is mental.
That's mental.
It is mental.
You can't not.
Southgate don't play Trent as a right back.
But even if you bring him in, like you have him as a backup right back for Walker, and then have him as a midfielder.
I know. In my head, I was just like, as soon as I seen defenders, I was like, you're not a defender.
Also, no Luke Shaw.
Yeah, I've not really gone with the fullback. I went with Chilwell. Chilwell on the left. I probably should have gone with another left back, to be honest. I've hammed out the right hand side.
I think your biggest mistake there is the inclusion of Ben Chilwell and Reece James.
Yeah,
they're both just
so
made of biscuits.
But then it would be no Trent is criminal. It is criminal. But in my head, when I was like defenders, I was just looking at that. And also Ben White's on this list, and Ben White doesn't want to play for England, does he?
No.
He's not. He doesn't exist, innit? Tamori, I was looking at Tamori as well. I'd love to have Tamori in it, but he's not a thing.
Reece James as well. Can I just say that when he is fit, he's great. Mm-hmm. I don't actually think I rate Ben Chilwell that much. Like, he's made of biscuits, but then when he's fit, he's had some shockers.
He has had stinkers when he's fit. I don't think, if hindsight-wise, mate, I'd keep Reece James, Ben Chilwell.
Do you remember the last international break? Did you watch any of the games? No. Ben Chilwell started against Brazil. He was the worst player on the pitch. He looked like he'd never touched grass before. He was absolutely horrendous.
That's pretty mad.
Yeah,
it's,
right.
Ben White, wink face. What? Why?
Because you look like Ben White when you're tanned. Remember, everyone said Ben White all the time too.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so do you want to hear mine?
Yes.
Would you like to hear mine? So, I've gone John Stones, Kyle Walker.
Yep, standard.
No Rico Lewis.
I know. Do you think it's such a shame? I look at it and I'm like, I really want him to go.
We'll get on to that. We'll have a chat about that in a second. So, John Stones, Kyle Walker, Trent Alexander-Arnold, because I'm not an idiot.
Idioto.
Kieran Trippier, again, I just think experience. I think free kicks.
The experience that he brings.
I think free kicks, pens,
pieces.
Kieran
incredible.
Trippier. Harry Maguire, him and John Stones are England starting centre-backs. I won't hear anything else about it. I think on Luke Shaw, because I think that... I think it's just, again, I think he's good in an England shirt.
Yeah, and I think he'd probably be more reliable on the left-hand side if you look at,
Yeah, than Trippier.
Yeah. He, as much as... is Shaw even fit?
I don't know.
I don't remember the last time he played a game for United.
Apparently he's been pretty bad this season. Apparently he's not been great.
Genuinely, I can't remember the last time I've seen Luke Shaw. Is he alive? Do you know what I mean? We need some milk cartons with missing Luke Shaw pictures
Luke Shaw signs.
Sausage roll.
You know what's mad about Luke Shaw is that currently he scored England's only goal in a major European final for 60 years.
That is actually insane.
Mad. Genuinely mad. Luke Shaw, of all people.
I think Luke Shaw's a good shout to have in there because, like I say, he's a solid option on the left-hand side.
And he's like Harry Maguire, he's just good for England. He is just good for England. Then, my other two centre-backs, Jared Branthwaite. Now, I put Jared Branthwaite in there because he is, England's next starting centre-back.
He's Stones too, so I was like, if anything happens to Stones...
The thing is that him and Stones are quite similar, but I think that Maguire will eventually get weeded out for Branthwaite.
Yeah. I think a Branthwaite Stone's back.
And I think Branthwaite needs to kind of be like Jude Bellingham in, like, was it Euro 2020? Where pretty much like you just take him just to like get the experience of being in the squad.
Going in the squad, yeah.
Like he might play 15 minutes in one game, but you like start integrating him into the squad now. I'd also then take Mark Gay.
Yeah.
He's my other centre back.
Yeah, mine was between Jared Branthwaite and Mark Gay, but then obviously I included Joe Gomez.
Yeah, you went Joe Gomez. I went Gay.
I really like Mark Gay as well from Crystal Palace. I think he's
a leader because obviously he's like club captain at Crystal Palace. He's young. He's again like one of those players that like if he like. Right, Crystal Palace, we were speaking about this just on the stream, unbelievable end to the season. They beat Aston Villa 5-0 yesterday, Champions League Aston Villa. I can genuinely see them competing for like Europa League spots next season.
Yeah, I think they'll be pushing up there.
And if Mark Gay's like leading that team, I don't see any reason why he can't make a push for like starting for England. In future tournaments.
I think he's really, really good.
Yeah, I think he's class.
Really good. I'd have loved for like City to been in for him like ages ago or something like that because I rate him a lot. I think he's mint. But
Rico Lewis, before we like go on to midfielders or anything, just talk to me about that. Like, how unlucky is he? Do you think that he has like a future in an England shirt? Do you think that he'll like does that future come as a right back? Is he going to move more into the centre? Is he unlucky to be missing out on this squad?
I think it all depends. I think Rico Lewis falls into the category of why I didn't throw Trent in. It's the same thing because they're just very
too versatile in a weird way. Almost for their own good.
Yeah, almost kind of like too attacking kind of thing. And like he's very lightweight. Rico, he's not had the game time this season like that. Like he had last year, he's like breakthrough. He's not had that this year at all.
Yeah, he's not had the game time this season.
It's kind of been like a player that I thought would have like been given more game time, kicked on and done things. But then it's just been Walker all season on it. Even when Walker's played shit, he still goes straight back in.
Yeah.
Or if Walker's not playing, we tend to go for centre backs.
Yeah, Kanji or something.
Yeah, instead of Rico Lewis. And when Rico Lewis has been playing, we've seen him like basically playing that double pivot role. So we've hardly even actually seen him play right back.
Yeah.
So I just think like he's in a very weird position for an international manager to pick him. Because I wonder if he doesn't play in the position that the international manager will want him in.
I wonder if the reason why we've not seen Rico as much this season is because of the players around Rico. Like, I feel like for Rico to be in the squad and play that inverted role, like he probably wants John Stones fit as well or something, and John Stones hasn't been fit as much. So
sometimes you need like other players to be able to play certain players.
To then cover right back when he inverts and whatever, and maybe that's sort of...
It'd be nice to take him, do you know what I mean? Like, like I say, we're going through this list that we've got here. Some of these players, like Lizzie said there about Luke Shaw, he's not played since December, he's had surgery on his groin. I mean, we can't know...
We can't know everything.
The fitness into everyone. So I think there will be a lot of injury choices in there where we're just going to have to sacrifice some players because they just can't go.
One thing that I will do, that's like Sean there saying, Sean Fogarty is saying Shaw's had too many burgers, and, you know, like, I feel like a lot of people will be against Shaw. They'll be like, oh, he's been bad for United. You know, he's injured. And he does admittedly sometimes fluctuate in weight. But genuinely, and I mean this hand on heart, which is I think a big thing for me as a City fan to say, like, when it comes to an international tournament, I don't see colour, and I mean colour of shirt. Just to clarify
that.
Like, you're no longer a Man United player. You're an England player.
I agree with that.
I love Harry Maguire. I love him.
Completely. As soon as he gets to England, I don't look at players and go,
I don't want them to play because he's rag. Rag.
Scouse twat, you're not getting
exactly.
I'm not asked.
Mate, I hate Trent. I hate Trent. He's one of the players in the league that I hate the most. He's an annoying, whiny...
But he's a very talented footballer.
But stick him in an England shirt. Yes, please.
The thing is, as soon as the Premier League season ends and you enter that Euro stage, this is one... I hate watching international football because I'm a manager, but international football as a thing is actually very good. Like, it's that time of the year where you and all of your mates collectively Like everyone all support.
Yeah, like the whole country gets to support the same thing
for a short amount of time, for a month or so. You all get to support the one team. It is like forward with one thing. It's sick.
Obviously, this only happens when it's going well. If we get knocked out in the group stages, then it's not as good. But you do get. It's like this. It's this utopia for a month.
It's insane.
There's no you Scouse bastards and there's no 115 cheating oil club and
it's everyone in one direction.
And Arsenal are rubbish and North London forever. It's just let's all hold hands and back this group of 11 men playing for England. So I will not partake in any like Luke Shaw's rubbish or like Harry Maguire's rubbish, or I'm not taking Curtis Jones because he's a Scouser. Like England. I want England to do well, and for England to do well, England need the best players and the best players in each position. And if, like, a player that plays for another club plays in that position well, I back him. I want him. So Luke Shaw, do I feel like there's a lot of stuff swinging against him in terms of, like, his form this season when he has played and then when he's been injured and so on and so forth? Yeah. But does Guy, like, ball out in an England shirt? 100%. And he's better than Buddy Ben Chilwell. If you watch that performance against Brazil, is absolutely criminal, absolutely disgustingly criminal. I can't stand it. Right, on to the midfield. Now, this is, I think, where it will get spicy.
It's okay. I've just seen in Consa there as well. It's so weird how they put Consa.
Consa, yeah.
It's weird because because he's in that bit, I completely just disregarded him from any of the selections.
Yeah. I wouldn't take him anyway.
But, yeah, I don't think he's ready for that.
Right. Midfield. Let me count how many midfielders I've got. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8,
yeah.
It's mad that as well, by the way, because that means we've got the same amount of strikers. We've gone for the same.
We've just
size.
We're so balanced.
So balanced.
So the possible midfielders are Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Jordan Henderson, Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice, Ezri Konsa, apparently, Eric Dyer, Cole Palmer, Raheem Sterling, Conor Gallagher, Eberici Eze, Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, Ross Barkley, Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, Kobbie Mainoo, Mason Mount, Anthony Gordon, Jude Bellingham, James Maddison, Calvin Phillips, James Ward-Prowse. Big list. Big list. Who have you gone for? Or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first. You go. All right. I think Saka goes. Yeah. Saka's in there. Love him. Great player. So you can't say that in the Premier League season. He's a rat when he's an Arsenal player. Hate him. Although, genuinely, I'd have him at City. I think he's good. Declan Rice, definitely. He's had a really good season with Arsenal. Cole Palmer's been smashing it for Chelsea. He's got to go in there. Phil Foden has to go.
Yeah.
Anthony Gordon. Jude Bellingham has to go again. James Maddison was really good for Spurs when he was playing for them, like before he got injured and that. So I really want James Maddison to go. And then I have one space left, and I've gone Jack Grealish, which I think we spoke about this yesterday. I think it could be a bit
touch and go with
Jack Grealish, because I'm looking at other players like Eze's had a good season. Raheem Sterling, which is weird to say, I don't think makes it, but is he one of Southgate's boys? Could make it. It's Kobbie Mainoo. I mean, it's so difficult.
One thing that I'd say about the 8 that you've chosen is like you really are lacking in midfielders.
There's no CDMs.
It's not just CDMs. There's 8.
Like there's no like actual.
I don't think your team's balanced enough.
Nah. Like, but then
you've literally just gone Declan Rice, attack.
Yeah, Declan Rice. Go on, boys. Basically, it's Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham, mate. You got to sit back a little bit because the rest of them ain't gonna do that. That's where I'm looking at, and that's where my issue is. But because all the other ones are have played so well, I can't put it this way. I can't put any stonks behind bringing Calvin Phillips. Guys, arse. James Ward-Prowse is one that I would have liked to have brought. I feel like every single tournament there's a discussion about James Ward-Prowse, purely from a free kick and set piece. Yeah, because he's so good at them.
Yeah. Yes, Steve, by the way. Evening, guys. Just got home 2 hours ago. Great day yesterday. So much mutual respect between the two sides. Yes, Steve. What a guy. Shall I take you through my 8?
Yes.
And then we can discuss the misses and the disses. Don't know what I'm saying there.
Just spitting bars.
I've gone Bukayo Saka, obviously, hands down. Declan Rice, hands down. Definitely. Cole Palmer. I've gone Conor Gallagher.
Yeah. I don't really like Conor Gallagher. But I don't like him.
I think he's quite stale. I just think he's quite boring. But I just think like I think Conor Gallagher's like just like the rice to your meal. Like it's adding sustenance. Like it's plain and it's boring, but it does a job, and you sprinkle some sauce in there, and then it tastes nice. You know what I mean?
I'm really interested for it now. I'm really interested to see who knows missing out.
Yeah, so I've took Conor Gallagher, Phil Foden. I've taken Kobbie Mainoo.
Yeah.
Again, because of a centre midfield. Like I just feel like you need like. Out of those 8 players, I think you need half of them to be able to pretty much play a 6 or an 8. Is in Declan Rice, CDM, or box to box, Conor Gallagher, Kobbie Mainoo, and then you need the others to be able to go forward.
Yeah.
So then, obviously, like wingers, you've got like out and out wingers: Bukayo Saka, Cole Palmer, and then on Phil Foden, Kobbie Mainoo, Jack Grealish. I've put in. Is an out-and-out winger. James Maddison, and Jude Bellingham, obviously. Yeah. Because for me, like Jude Bellingham can still play as an 8 when he needs to. So like in terms of the box-to-box and the nitty-gritty, you've then got 4. You've got Rice, Mainoo, Conor Gallagher and Jude Bellingham. And then in terms of attacking threats, you've got Foden, Grealish, Saka, Palmer.
Yeah.
And you've got like a good balance of wingers in there and as well, and like people who can play wing, people who
can play wing and play inside.
Because it's like like Foden can play off the left, but he can also play central. Palmer can play central and play off the right. Jack Grealish can probably play as a 10 if he needs to.
Yeah.
Like the only one out there who's like literally a stuck set position, I think, Saka. Like he's a right winger. That's it. That's all that he is.
The rest there's a lot of versatility, which I think is good.
So that's my team. I think
like it.
Honourable shouts, really. I think the biggest one for me has got to be Anthony Gordon.
Gordon, he's had a really good season this season.
Unlucky to miss out.
It's so harsh having to pick a small squad.
And you know what it is as well, is like I know that I'm doing the whole what I want, not what Southgate wants, but I am also in picking my squad, trying to put on my manager hat a little bit and be like, I want a mix of experience.
Yeah. Hence why you got in Trippier in there, things like that.
Trippier, Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, like Conor Gallagher. I'm not just wanting to go, well, he's been good this season, and he's been good this season, and he's been good this season. Because actually, if you start taking players like Konsa, he's been good this season, got Aston Villa Champions League, and then you start taking Eberechi Eze, he's been great for Crystal Palace.
Really good, yeah.
And then you take Gordon and you take Bowen and you take all these players who like don't have the experience.
Suddenly
then you're like looking at, do we get out the groups? Because it's like, lots of talent, but like this team don't play together. This team don't know what.
And also can be massive during the headlight at the moment of when they come into that. You don't know how that's going to react because of how. Like you say, there's no experience. No one in that dressing room telling them what it's like or saying, no, calm down, lads, we've got this.
Yeah, whereas
we've been in this situation before.
You get a mix of experienced and new. So, like, you have your John Stones and your Harry Maguire, but then you bring in Branthwaite, and you have your, Declan Rice and Conor Gallagher, but you bring in Kobbie Mainoo, and you have your, Saka and Foden, who actually are experienced internationals at this point. And then you bring in your Palmer. Like, it's a nice mix of, like, people who have tournament experience, people who don't. But I don't just want to go, oh, he's been good this season, he's coming. So, I mean, if we just go through, again, like, the midfielders who've missed out, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, unlucky. Like, literally no feeling for him there.
As a disclaimer, by the way, there are other players, like, obviously, that just aren't on there. We're just going through Sky Sports.
We're just going through Sky Sports' list.
I seen B there said Doughty and Tyreek Mitchell as well. They're good shouts at left back as well. Tyreek Mitchell is sick. But they just weren't on this list that we're going through.
Doherty?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Is it Matthew Doherty? He's Irish. I'm assuming he means Matt Doherty.
Doughty?
The Wolves player. Matt Doherty. He's played for Spurs. He's Irish.
Oh, no idea. Well, anyway, Tyreek Mitchell's good, but yeah.
Tyreek Mitchell is good.
Tyreek Mitchell's good. Yes, Andrew, mate. I'll be good, mate.
Right, yeah, so, midfielders who didn't get in there. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, no feeling really there. Just not happening. Jordan Henderson.
If you go AC Milan, you ain't getting in this team, basically.
Yeah, Jordan Henderson. Now he's like the one. He's the one in this squad. Like I know, I would bet my mortgage on the fact that Gareth Southgate is going to take Jordan Henderson, and he is the one where it's like you are robbing a seat. You are robbing a seat on that.
You're taking someone's seat where you shouldn't be. He'll sit on the bench because he's not fit enough to play properly. He'll gas out in a 90-minute match, and he'll come on as an experienced player, like towards the end of a match to see it out. But
do you know what will annoy me as well? Is it'll come on for 20-minute cameos. Do the classic, I'm Jordan Henderson, I'm just going to run around aimlessly like a headless chicken, make it look like I'm putting in loads of effort. And then it's always the old school pundits who sit there and praise him. Your Paul Mersons, your Graham Souness's, your Harry Redknaps, like when they're on there or whatever, who always go, he was the only one running out there. You know, he came on the pitch and he actually had some tenacity. The other lads, they're bowing their heads down and they think it's all small shin pads and boot deals. Jordan Henderson's a proper player. And it's like, no, he's shit and old. Like,
he's shit and old.
You just like him because he reminds you of you, but actually, he's shit. He went to Qatar, was shit. Went to Ajax, like, damn near got on, like, they've damn near been relegated and had, like, the worst Ajax team, like, ever. He's just bad. It's just like he is honestly just like it's so bad, and I do not understand how Southgate can time and again justify or try to justify the selection of Jordan Henderson.
Yes, like picking him. It's going to be really interesting tomorrow to actually see the. Obviously, it's not the official squad tomorrow, but to see the 30.
Baratelli says Phillips is definitely going. Phillips is not going.
I would be.
Phillips is not.
Surprised.
Phillips hasn't got in the last two international squads because of how poor he's been. So, especially given the way he's ended the season at West Ham, he's not going. I'd bet my mortgage he's not going, Baratelli.
Do you know what's really weird? Colin Phillips is a Man City player again. Colin Phillips is officially a Man City player again.
Do not remind me. Put a pin in that. So yeah, that's midfield. I'm also sorry. Yeah, so James Ward-Prowse. I feel. There's always a discussion around him.
Feel for James Ward-Prowse. Like I say, very good at free kicks.
Yeah.
Very good on corners.
I just don't think like he actually does enough on the pitch.
Yeah, that's the set piece.
Like, he never
lights
up games.
I don't think
he's actually a good in-game player kind of thing.
Yeah, I think he's a very good set piece taker. Not sure how good of a footballer he actually is.
Calvin Phillips misses out. Unlucky. Mason Mount is on this list. There's no way he can be in there after the season
he's been injured all year, and even when he's played, he's been non-existent.
The one that I feel the most like Streets won't forget kind of would have been a vibe is Ross Barkley.
I was just about to say the same thing. Ross Barkley would have been so good, and he's had an incredible
really good year.
Like so much so that I think teams a team that's further up or teams that are coming up. I think even just teams that are in the Prem now looking down and going, right, who could we get? They should be taking Ross Barkley.
I think if you're like Ipswich and you're coming up and you've got a low transfer budget and you're new to the league, I'd be going, come here, Ross Barkley.
You could help us massively. Yeah. He's so sick. Sick. Thing is, I liked him when he was at Everton where I liked him at Everton.
Had a shocker at Chelsea.
His career died off, and then
he's revitalised it.
He's fair play. He's actually doing bits now.
No room for Harvey Elliott or Curtis Jones. I think they've both had good seasons, but again, like I do just think
players them too. Ratty players.
But Conor Gallagher's just more consistent. I feel. Eberechi Eze again unlucky to miss out.
That's
Raheem Sterling. He kind of killed his own career, unfortunately.
Or a Ballon d'Or.
I
can't believe he said that.
I'm going to go to Chelsea and win the Ballon d'Or. No, I don't think so, mate. Okay.
You know what's mad though? And this is just sidestepping to City for a second. The grass ain't always greener, man. People think that when you leave City that it's better.
No.
Like, a lot of times it's not.
It always goes back to the Riyad Mahrez quote, doesn't it? If you want better than City, like it doesn't exist. Like City is the pinnacle.
That is the place.
Right, strikers, much smaller list to get through. Ollie Watkins, Harry Kane, Ivan Toney, Marcus Rashford, Callum Wilson, Jared Bowen. I'm assuming it means you've taken two. You've just taken two strikers.
No, 5.
What?
No, 4, sorry. 4.
What?
You've got 4 as well. You should have 2 that you have not taken.
No, I've got 3. Don't know how I've managed that, but I've only got 3.
Wait, let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 midfielders. 1, 2, 3, 4 strikers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 defenders, 3 keepers.
1, 2, 3 goalkeepers. 1, 2, 3,
This is
4,
Jamie Keane.
5.
What a pussy
6,
lover you
7,
are.
8 defenders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9 midfielders.
Oh, how did I not even notice that when you were going through the midfielders? I didn't notice that.
Right, so I've got 3, you've got 4. What 4 have you gone with them?
My 4, Ollie Watkins, Harry Kane, Ivan Toney, and who might hate me for this? I've gone Jared Bowen. He'll take Marcus Rashford, but I think he don't like football, mate. And when he comes on the pitch, he's always got a fucking face like a slapped ass.
Yeah.
So I don't want to take Marcus Rashford. If you don't want
to
to play,
Callum Wilson, no Marcus Rashford for you.
Yeah. I actually really like Callum Wilson as well. I think he's had a good season as well.
Yeah. Mine are Ollie Watkins, Harry Kane, Ivan Toney.
Yeah,
that's simple.
They're the Donny Free.
Yeah.
Watkins, Harry Kane, Ivan Toney. They're the Donny Free.
Yeah.
Very good.
Marcus
very good
Rashford. I'm not sold on the idea that he does get in the squad based off how poor he's been, but I wouldn't be surprised if Southgate takes him again because of his just like his adamancy that he loves Rashford and
matey mates in it. And
yeah,
all that,
matey, oh, he's so great and blah blah blah. I wouldn't be surprised to see him start ahead of Foden or something because it's Southgate's such a plum, but he shouldn't be on the plane based on form and based on like the actual fact that he just doesn't care about football and is just off the rails at the moment. But we'll see. Here's a question then. Obviously, Harry Kane's number 1. One of those strikers is pretty much never going to see grass.
Yeah.
So when Harry Kane's with 4-0 up in a group stage game and Harry Kane's coming off at the 70th minute and we're bringing on a striker for 20 minutes, are you bringing on Toney or Watkins?
I think Watkins.
I'm going Watkins.
I think Watkins had a really good year this year. Ivan Toney obviously has come back, and I do think he's a very good player.
Yeah, he came back from a tough time.
Yeah, a tough time. I actually think he'll get a move this year, Tony. I reckon he'll end up at Arsenal or something. I think that'd be a great move as well. I think that's a match. But for me, I think he's the one that if I had to pick one of them out of the 3 to not see the football pitch and just exist, that's him.
Yeah,
I think.
And also, Watkins, I feel like Toney came back from his tough time, had 3 good games, and then just disappeared.
I don't know what happened, but Brentford just stopped. Brentford stopped picking.
I think he was injured a little bit, but maybe. But yeah, they did.
And you kept because he
was on the bench. He was on the bench, and they just kept not playing him. Yeah,
we kept going. Why is he not playing? Because he was genuinely scoring goals when he came back. I mean, he scored in the 3 games when he came back, and then they just fell off. So I don't know if something's happened behind the scenes there. But yeah, something happened with Toney. Obviously, it could just be like injuries, but something happened with Toney where Brentford really didn't want to play him anymore. Yeah,
right. Well, that is our 26-man England squad. A few differences. I feel like yours is very attacking. I feel like
mine's.
I feel like you come up against Germany and France and you'd get absolutely found out in the midfield.
I mean, to be fair, I made it 3 minutes ago. Before the stream, the reason why the stream took so long to start is because I was doing that. I was started rapping, going, he's playing good.
Before we end the stream, then read out your full squad. Go on, nice and quick for us.
MCFC Kid, we're not ignoring you, mate. I did try wave at you before. We've just been talking. I mean, brother's been yapping. Ramsdale, Pickford, Pope. Reece James, Chilwell. Obviously, like I say, injuries. I reckon them two probably both won't go.
Sorry, actually, just 1 second. I'll stop you. We're now just going to read out our squads, chat. Literally just read it out name by name. Mm-hmm. And then I'll read mine out name by name. In the chat, I want you to say whose squad do you prefer, Ollie's or Jordan's? Okay? I
mean, it's going to be yours. Yours is more balanced. Mine's just heavy.
Yeah, but I want them to say it.
Yeah, you want Ollie wants validation.
I want validation. I want to make Jordy feel like shit.
Even though I'm the one telling him that his is more balanced.
We'll get in the chat and comment it then, yeah?
I'm just going to pull up. Yeah.
Right, go on.
He needs a validation. So, Ramsdale, Pickford, Pope, Reece James, Chilwell, Kyle Walker, John Stones, Jared Branthwaite, Joe Gomez, Harry Maguire, Kieran Trippier, Saka, Rice, Palmer, Phil Foden, Grealish, Gordon, Bellingham, Maddison, Ollie Watkins, Harry Kane, Ivan Toney, and Jared Bowen.
Jordan Pickford, Aaron Ramsdale, Nick Pope, John Stones, Kyle Walker, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kieran Trippier, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Jared Branthwaite, Mark Gay. Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice, for some reason, sorry. Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice, Cole Palmer, Conor Gallagher, Phil Foden, Kobbie Mainoo, Jack Grealish, James Maddison, Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane, Ollie Watkins, Ivan Toney. All I could think of when I said Bukayo Saka was Bakary Sagna.
Bakary lasagna.
Zachary Banya or whatever it was. I don't know why that came into my head, but I just got Chris Kamara saying, it was Zachary Banya.
Zachary Banya.
Cole Palmer. Right, yeah. Guys, that's it. That's the stream. We literally just wanted to go through our squads. The squad is announced tomorrow, the initial squad for like the Euros training camp. I think it's like 30 names or something.
Quickly, just before we end, out of the players that I've missed out, who do you reckon it... Like, I know we've gone through, like, one by one, but just quickly out of the players that we missed out, who do you reckon definitely goes? Like...
Jordan Henderson.
Jordan Henderson's one of them. Marcus Rashford is one of them. I think Ben
Chilwell goes.
Ben Chilwell will go.
But you put
Loftus-Cheek.
No, I don't think Loftus-Cheek will go.
There's some vibes about that. I don't know why I think that. Tomori never goes, so he won't. But yeah, I think they're the really key ones. Them innit? They're the key ones. I think. I just think it's.
I don't think Sterling will make it.
Sterling won't make it,
and I don't think Mount will make it. Which, to be fair, like, not to give Southgate credit, but they're two of the players that like he loved for ages.
Yeah, he's always.
Do you remember when we just had like 3 years of Mount always starting over Foden?
Yeah,
and when
everyone was saying what
every
is going
press
on?
Conference. The pressers would get into him about it and be like, why is Foden not starting? He'd be like, well, Mount's just a really great guy and he's always been so consistent for us and he shows up in training and and you know, sometimes he comes to my room at night and he tucks me in and he gives me a little kiss and maybe sometimes he goes down a little bit further, but I can't talk about that here.
It is bad. And then, to be fair, you even had Chelsea fans who were saying like Foden should be starting these games, but isn't it?
So yeah, that's our squad, guys. Do not stress. We have not forgot Man City have just won 4 Premier League titles in a row. We are very much buzzing, and there will be other streams throughout the week and lots of content coming your way in terms of celebrating. You know, just pure celebrations.
Speaking of celebrations, we're setting off fireworks.
Yeah, setting off fireworks. Throughout this week and next, we're probably, obviously, going to just be talking about Man City news, like, we'll probably do, like, we could do a stream, you know, kind of just, like, reacting to the celebrations. You know when you get, like, everything on Twitter, it's like, I've seen Rodri out till 5 a.m. You seen that?
Yeah. See,
we should just like react to that and talk about it and go through all the memes and all the best content and Brandon the Kit Man.
We can put it up on screen and that.
Yeah.
We can have like all the different tweets.
So that's a good stream. We still need to do like a sort of team of the season. Premier League team of the season
this week. Premier League team of the season this week.
Obviously, after the FA Cup final, we'll then do like a City Extra Awards, end of season awards. So that will obviously more be focused on Man City. Like we'll have, you know, moment of the season, goal of the season, stream of the season, funniest moment on stream. You know, might have some other funny awards, stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Man City stuff still to come before we do turn like properly into Euros. Proper Euros chat will probably begin
mid-June.
I think it's like 16th of June, first group game, so probably start like the first week of June.
First week of June around that point, we'll start like switching it over, and you'll know because this will all be changed into Euros kits.
Which we need to
order. And chat, if you have on the Euros, what kits do we use? What kits do we get?
What for here?
Yeah.
I think it's got to be the 5 big ones, hasn't it?
5 big ones.
Like Portugal, Spain, France, Germany, England.
And Netherlands kit is different. I'm so... You just look at a kit that's nice and you're like, oh...
Get Netherlands one then.
But no, I can just get it myself.
But yeah, right, guys, appreciate it. Obviously, appreciate you tuning in some not-so Man City content.
Yeah, man.
If you want to, let us know anyone that you'd pick or wouldn't have picked in the comments. Do leave a like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We will see you throughout the rest of this week, obviously ahead of the FA Cup final and celebrating the 4 Premier League title wins in a row. We'll be back to Man City stuff from now on up until the middle of June. And yeah, hope everyone has a good Monday night. Hope the heads aren't too sore. I know mine certainly has been today. It's been a struggle. But yeah, hope you're all good.
Yeah, man.
We'll see you on the next one, guys.
The next one.